Hello Pisces, my name is Echo and thank you for joining me for your July 2025 tarot reading. Before we begin, I want to let you know that on June 25th, as I'm throwing this reading, we have a new moon in Cancer coming about, so be sure to set your intentions. And if you look at your chart, you can see what house is Cancer for you, so you know what area of life that will be impacting you most in. But without further ado, let's go ahead and throw our cards and see what July has in store for you. You start off with this card of the waxing gibbous moon, fear. So yeah, this is telling me right off the bat that there's something that has you very concerned. And the woman in this card is trying to control all of the birds that are going in every direction, and they're really keeping her mixed up. She is being controlled by the birds who are representative of her fear. She's actually concerning herself with what, and if you look at this card, inside the woman is kind of huddled up inside of herself. And the outward is someone who's trying to do all the things and juggle all her fears and be on top of things. But secretly, she's scared out of her mind. So she's curled up in almost like that fetal position in there. And it says to me that as you go forward in July, there is something you're fearful of. And it might be because you're going from experience. You're fearful that whatever situation you're dealing with may bring about some sort of negative result again. I'm hearing again, like you've gone through something before and you're worried that the outcome will be the same or maybe even worse. But if you let your fears guide you, Pisces, you're actually going to find yourself in a space where exactly what you think is what you bring about and it's what you create. So control those fears and don't let them get the better of you, okay? Because while she has all of these birds, you will notice that one of these strings that she is maintaining is actually the cage, right? And she's working to get all those birds in the cage. But the presence of the cage at all indicates that she knows there is some level of control that can be attained. She knows that birds in a cage would be much easier to manage. Cages, the birds being her fears and the cage being mastering those fears. Courage is not about, it's not the absence of fear. It is going forward even in the presence of fear. So if you are fearful of something at this time, don't give yourself those negative worries. Don't give yourself the what ifs because you're just going to stress yourself out. Instead, contemplate how you can better the situation and dare to dream. I'm hearing that the contemplation of a good thing, a good outcome could actually be what comes about if you're putting your energy mentally and physically into that. So if this is something about like a relationship didn't go so well last time, just take the lessons you learned from the last one and really get to know the person that you're with. If this is some sort of job or contract or endeavor, just take careful steps. And I'm hearing don't repeat the same mistakes and be sure to step carefully. Look after yourself, okay? Because if you're constantly juggling your fears and living in a state of fear, you're inviting whatever that is you're worrying about to come about and, be a thing. Oh, okay, that flopped out, so we'll take that. Aha. So here you have the Devil card. Now, the Devil card is not an evil card. The Devil card is actually talking about unbinding yourself from that which controls you. If you look at the rune over this individual's head, the rune is Nothes, which literally translates to not this. So you're worried about something coming about in July or maybe even the months that follow in a way that does not bring you joy, does not make you happy. If this is conversely a situation you're already dealing with, my dear Pisces, and I feel like I called you Virgo, what totally opposite sign. Forgive me if I did. If you are dealing with whatever the situation is right now, don't be afraid to step away from it. Because when we unlock ourselves from that space of fear and we get up and move, don't be huddled in the ball like this individual here. The Devil card is telling you, don't be the person who's taking the knee. Don't be afraid to get up and move because that is where you find progress. That is where you find growth. And that is where you find new chapters and new adventures, okay? So I feel like that's for someone very specific. Whatever it is you feel is controlling you, a fear that's holding you back, you have the permission of spirit to go ahead and address that at this time, my dear Pisces. You don't have to sit in that space of doubt, in that space of fear and constant worry. Because if you do that to yourself, you're really only just inviting more of it. You're telling spirit, this is all I ever get, so this must be all I'm ever worth, okay? And we don't want to do that. So be sure you're keeping a positive mindset as we go forward in the month of July. So let's go ahead and throw the tarot and see what the cards have to say for you, Pisces, for the month of July. Okay, that's 2, so we'll take 1. You start off with the card of the 8 of Pentacles. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is all about working towards an end, because 8, 9, 10 in the tarot is working about, yes, we have enough, we're working towards that close, and then there you go, everything comes to fruition. So you just want whatever situation you're dealing with to come out for the best outcome, and that way you won't have to worry anymore, okay? If this is a job, maybe you're realizing that your time there has been well spent and you appreciate the memories, but now maybe you feel like you've outgrown it because you want something more. And you're fearful that if you stay in that space, you're just being controlled. You're never going to strive for the things you want. Okay, something like that fits this narrative. So let's just go ahead and continue and see what energy is crossing you, my dear Pisces, in the month of July. Okay, that flopped out. Crossing you is the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is dead, done, over with, feeling defeated. So you're wanting to get past this defeated move at this time because something has very much got you down. But in reverse, this way this card popped out, it actually says to me that you are looking to get past that narrative. You are trying to move past that. And I'm here to tell you that you can do it. The mere fact that you recognize something is controlling you is the first step, okay? You can say, no, I'm not going to let this worry control me anymore. I am not going to let this situation control me anymore. Here's how I'm going to take action, okay? So the time is now, Pisces, and I just want to see in these cards where this is going from here because you're in a space of worry, okay? I'm getting 9 of Swords kind of energy here, like the kind of thing that keeps you awake at night. But sleep is important. Good sleep helps us stay clear-headed. It's important for your health. And it's actually been the key to a lot of psychological studies. So it helps us keep a clear head, not only on how we focus on the day-to-day, but our mental health as a whole, okay? All right, so we got 2 card flops. Which one? I'm hearing take both, which is the base. This one? Okay, so this is your base. At your base level, you have the shadow side in reverse. In this tarot deck, this is the shadow side is representative of the devil card. And I actually saw this card in my mind's eye when we drew the devil card. In this card, the 2 individuals are trying to get away from the scary oogie boogie figure in the background, the very skeletal man who I guess would symbolize death, so they can go through that light beyond and escape. So this is you at your base level knowing I've got to get past whatever it is that's controlling me. I've got to get past this fear. You've already put your foot down and squared up, okay? You've decided we're not doing this anymore. I recognize where this is hurting me. But that's good because at your base level, that's how you feel when you're in your dark space, when you're alone and it's just you and your shadow and you're getting real, okay? And I'm almost seeing someone like in the shower, in the bathtub, having this sort of like mental battle with themselves. Maybe you're driving, you're doing something that's very everyday, but you're like very meditative about it. You're very in your element, thinking about how you're going to break loose from this situation. Next, you have the Page of Swords. Yep, you're going forward to step into your truth, Pisces. The Page of Swords is an air energy, and in the tarot, clouds are all about a fuzz, a bit of confusion, like a lack of focus, but the skies are clearing over this young man, and he is wielding the sword. Swords are all about air, communication, the intellect, and our thoughts. You're getting clear on what your next steps are going to be and how you're going to move forward, and you may actually be voicing this to people around you at this time. People who are almost sympathetic because they know you went through a thing or are currently going through something. You're just telling them, no. I mean, yeah, that totally sucks, I agree, but I'm not doing this anymore. You're telling them how it's going to be, and I feel like someone's looking at you like with big doe eyes, like in awe of the confidence that you spit as you tell them this. But let's go ahead and continue the reading. I want to see what's crowning my Pisces in July. What is crowning you? And the crowning in the Celtic cross spread is your higher mind, where it's at when you're vibing high, okay? How you can move past things, your bright ideas, those sort of aha moments and inspirations. So what's crowning my dear Pisces in July? Okay. Crowning you is the Lover's card. This is a card indicative of Gemini. The Lover's card is all about, yes, it could mean that you're needing to lean on somebody for support. This could be a spouse or a partner. You're needing to lean on somebody for support from time to time, and you know that they're there for you, and it brings you great comfort. But the Lover's card is also the choice card, which means you need to be able to choose for yourself how you're going to progress rather than staying in this oogie boogie fear kind of locked up space. Go forward and take that momentum of standing in your own truth and decide, this is the outcome that I want. So I feel like you are going to keep a positive mindset. You are going to, and you may slip back from time to time because we all get there. We've all done it. It's okay. We're human. But you're going to get back on the horse and you're going to keep a positive momentum and make choices that you know will ensure a positive outcome, okay? Because you don't want whatever this is that's got you fearful and is controlling you to conquer. So you're going to take steps to do whatever you can to move past that. You've already resolved to do so. What is the immediate outcome of this reading for my Pisces? Oh, I'm just going to take that. Here you have the card of karma. This talks about the 3-point element of the maiden, the mother, the crone, talking about things coming back to you which you truly desire in a way that is just. So you're going to get back the energy that you put into something, my dear Pisces. If you stay positive, you are going to attract that which you truly desire rather than any scary oogie boogie. So it's very important that you pay attention to your thoughts, because your thoughts and your actions and your words, they are going to be the messages to spirit that say, hey, this is what I want. And spirit is always listening. So just know that as you move through different phases of life and through the different chapters, the knowledge of what you've been through is just as powerful as the fears that kind of tend to haunt you. So use that knowledge to your advantage. Find where positivity and uplifting thoughts and efforts that you put in and achievements exist, because these are where we draw from. They are the wellspring of what helps carry us through these peaks and valleys. So let's continue this reading and see, what are you putting into this reading, Pisces? What did my Pisces bring to the table today? Oh, okay, let me get that. Okay, 8 of Cups in reverse. The 8 of Cups is all about leaving behind that which no longer serves us and brings us joy. In reverse, this says that you are looking for more joy. You are going towards more that makes you emotional, because yes, you're walking away from that which doesn't serve you, and now you're looking to stay positive. You are on a trajectory to chase after that which truly brings you an elated, like an elation, happy kind of feeling, because you've been through the stuff. You're tired of the fear and the control and the I've been through this, and now I'm going to have what I want to have. Now I'm going to be where I should be. So this is great. I feel like daily affirmations are something that might be coming into play for somebody. And you might have found somebody in your support system, like we talked about, a spouse or whatever, who is 110% on your side. So use those as resources to help carry you through and keep that positive forward movement. Spirit is bringing to the reading the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles says, yes, you are going to get the best of whatever this situation is. You deserve the best. And it's about bloody time you got it. So yes, you're tired of the fear and the control. And Spirit is saying you don't have to have that anymore. Whatever it is you want, wish granted. Your heart's desire, you can have it. Here you go. A nice shiny pentacle for you. And I like this particular deck, this card in this deck, because it sits here with the plants that are underneath it, and it almost talks about like the sun is shining on not just you with the pentacle, but the whole world around you. Your whole world is glowing with joy, and someone may actually say to you, you're glowing at this time. So if you do, they normally say that when somebody is pregnant, and if that is you, congratulations, Pisces. That may be part of what all this fear and this control and this worry is about, because when we have another life to care for, yes, we worry, especially if we've been through something as unfortunate in the past as like a miscarriage or something. But that's very specific. I really feel like you are glowing at this time, and somebody may actually tell you that. You may not feel that, and I know because I've carried children before, and when people tell you you're glowing, well, that doesn't make your back stop hurting. That doesn't make you stop sweating. That doesn't make you stop mood swings. That doesn't make you stop feeling tired. But it's nice to know you're pretty, right? So let's go ahead and continue. The position of hopes and fears. Let's see, and this is very important in this reading in particular because fear is already present. Positions of hopes and fears for my Pisces. Okay, this one wants to jump out, so we'll take it. You have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a very passionate knight, and I've gotten this card a lot today, and you're watching me shuffle. I'm doing this on camera, but the Knight of Wands is all about charging forward with passion. in order to make that what you want come about. So you're hoping that if you keep your heart in the right space, if you stay passionate about, yes, I'm going to have this child. Yes, I'm going to have this new job. I can't wait to be a mom. I can't wait to do what I truly love doing for work, okay? Starting my side hustle, maybe my own business. If you keep that passion and you keep that fire, you are the creator who's going to bring about that which you truly desire. You're going to make that happen. So in positions of fears, it's almost like you're worried that you're going to fail regardless of what you put forward. But I'm here to tell you, Pisces, you're not. You're not. I just don't get that vibe. I really don't. You're going to have whatever it is you're looking for. You're going to achieve whatever goal you're after, because you're going forward with all kinds of pick me up and let's go. Okay. You have scraped yourself off the ground and now you're ready to get up, kind of wipe the blood from your lip and get back in there. But that's good because we have a North Node in Pisces this year, and the North Node in Pisces is a very watery, dreamy energy, which is all about going after what truly calls to our hearts. So I feel like this is very much you, and you are embracing your inner Pisces in the month of July. So what is the overall outcome, the long term of this reading for July? What can we expect in the future, my dear Pisces? What do you have for my Pisces? The Two of Cups in reverse. The Two of Cups in reverse indicates you're going to be able to see where something didn't give back to you. And it might be sitting on your butt worrying about things. The Two of Cups is reminding us that before we can offer our cup to another, we need to fill our own cup as well, because you can't fill cups from an empty vessel. But I really don't feel this is more about spilling a cup or giving too much away. I feel like you're going to put your whole heart into this situation on a way that is more grand than most other people. Just be sure that you're filling your heart space and keeping the joy and keeping the happiness, because that is what gives you your forward momentum. You're going to give your whole heart to the situation in the long term. So I feel like this may be tied to someone who is having a kid. I really do. I feel like this might be someone who is doing all the work and all the right steps, following doctor's directions, watching their diet, getting to sleep. You're crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's, okay? Minding your P's and Q's, etc., etc. And you're putting your whole heart into this, and you're going to feel that you have more to give. You're going to just want to pour so much love into this situation, and you're going to give and give and give of your heart. But you need to be sure that you're filling your own cup as well. So in the long term, be wary that you're filling your own cup and bringing yourself some joy as well. Because I've had kids, and if this is that situation and you are an expectant mother, postpartum depression is a very real thing. We have these moments of doubt where we kind of wonder, am I really up to this? Will I be a good mom? Am I doing this right? How many people are judging me? Who cares what anyone thinks about you being a mother? That baby will love you because you are mom. You are the mom. There is no one else on the planet that baby is going to be bonded to like you. Okay, so if that is you, then be sure that you're putting into yourself as well. Okay, give yourself some credit is what I'm hearing, because you're going to do an amazing job at whatever this is you have coming forward. So thank you so much for joining me for this reading, Pisces. I do love this for you. It looks like July is going to be a period of exponential growth for you, where you are going to kind of buckle down and really make it happen. Okay, you're really going to get whatever it is you're trying to happen and conquer those fears. I'm hearing conquer those fears. Thank you, Pisces, for joining me. My name is Echo, and I'll see you next time.